Hey guys, welcome back. I think we are about to get hit by a giant wave of modern Pokemon cards. If we haven't already started to get a little taste of that, I think it's going to get significant in the near future. So, if anyone isn't familiar, Millennium Print Group here is the primary source of Pokemon cards, printing Pokemon cards, and they always have their job openings listed on here. If you haven't seen it already, there's a video that I made about the printing process and a huge amount of the references here in terms of equipment and their, short videos were used in that. Link to it up above. Go watch that afterwards. So, nothing out of the norm here. We always see job openings. It's mostly the quantity and then more so the job listings that they have elsewhere. So, if we go into Glassdoor here, we have all kinds of Millennium Print Group job listings. This one here, shipping and receiving clerk, that we'll take a look at. The most important line here is, at the present time, Millennium is doubling our capacity and seeking to hire experienced employees. So doubling their capacity, that's pretty wild. So here, above that, our unique ability offers a variety of services specializing in trading specialty and collectible cards, including Pokemon and Upper Deck. The biggest surge recently is going to be in the Pokemon and sports worlds. So I would imagine that doubling is going to be mostly Pokemon and Upper Deck sports related stuff. That could be a lot of product. So is that overkill? Probably. I think maybe they aren't taking into consideration the fact that people aren't going to buy product to be sealed product collectors and have it on their shelf if it's not going to go up in value. That's boring. That's not 5x in a couple months like we've seen. Don't buy modern at increased prices, because this can happen. We've seen it before. We've seen it with the Roaring Skies. Went way up in price, and that was before the Cove boom. And they reprinted it. And then it went straight back down to MSRP, just regular prices, maybe even below that at one point, where people were just trying to clear it out. A little bit like we see with Battle Styles now. So, are people going to flip, dip? No. If you can still buy it on the shelf, there's no reason to buy it from these people that are scalping or reselling or anything like that. So you're going to end up with probably too much. And this is probably going to hinder the price of sealed modern product. It could mean some really good prices or really good markdowns and deals. We might even see some of the buy one, get one free type stuff that we've seen in the past. Or the really discounted stuff at Walmart. Maybe some more stuff that is destined for Costco. There's been some amazing deals there. Who knows? But the moral of the story is, buckle up. We are about to get slammed with Pokemon cards. You guys wanted Pokemon cards. You wanted them to be on every shelf. You wanted every set. Well, everyone wants them when they first release. So maybe this will help with the initial wave will be bigger, so no one has to worry about release day. Everyone gets bored of it by the time there's a second wave. But we're not gonna get into that. Update on Pokemon trading card game product availability. So this has been out forever, and it seems like they keep updating it. I don't know if it's something to do with their system, but 17 hours ago again. So maybe they need to keep updating it to keep it fresh or to keep it on there, or it expires. But we saw this message from them that they're aware of some fans experiencing difficulties purchasing certain Pokemon trading card game products due to very high demand and global shipping constraints impacting availability. We understand this inconvenience can be disappointing for fans, and we are working to address it where it is within our control. In situations where there is limited availability, we are actively working to print more of the impacted Pokemon trading card game products as quickly as possible and at maximum capacity to support this increased demand. Reprinted products are expected to be available at retailers as soon as possible. For new Pokemon trading card game expansions launching in the future, we are maximizing production to increase product availability upon release and we will continue to reprint the products to replenish stock at retailers as soon as possible. We'd like to thank the community for their continued support and patience as we work to deliver more Pokemon TCG products to fans. So, I still see people complaining that there isn't product, but there's lots of product at retail. I had one guy say that he couldn't find anything at MSRP, but he was under the impression that like $2 a pack or something was MSRP because he was getting some sort of deal from a game store or something like that, $2 or $3. That's just not the case. So I don't think you can really complain if you can at least, like, Walmart is not a great price in a normal market, and I think we're going to return to that. I think we're going to see the game stores, especially the online game stores, the Amazon, that sort of thing is going to turn back into the best price, with EB Games, GameStop being kind of the next best, short of like promotions, Costco, even Toys R Us in Canada, and then Walmart as sort of a last-ditch effort. Walmart was always very expensive. I've said this before. It kind of throws people off, at least the people that are new, re-entering the hobby now. Walmart was never a good price. So it's more of a, if a kid wants to throw something in the cart, or even a parent or someone getting a birthday gift that's Pokemon card related, they'll see it at Walmart and throw it in, or the check lane blisters kind of as a, a kid that sees one and wants it. It's good for that aspect, and probably for kids that want to enter the hobby. It's a good entry point, I guess, for them, where their parents may or may not want to actually go to a game store and pick something up. At least it's available and has some sort of exposure that way. So you can go on Pokemon Center right now. Maybe every product isn't available. We've seen more and more of the ultra premium collections pop up. Keep seeing them at Target, Barnes & Noble in the States. I would imagine that we're probably still going to see more. It wouldn't surprise me. So don't overpay on those either. Like, just wait, be patient. Is it really the end of the world if you don't get them? Probably not. The packs inside are almost identical to everything else that you can purchase anyway. So if you really want the promos, maybe pick the promos up later on. You're going to see a lot of people grading them. So if you don't care, you're not going to get a 10 out of the box. I'm sorry, but the odds of getting a 10 out of the box, slim to none. Almost all the metal cards have some sort of damage on them or defects. So maybe wait. Some person that's going to open 25 of them, or some Scalper 69 is going to have to dump eventually, get rid of them eventually. People are going to open them, pick up a copy. If it has a blemish on it, whatever, most of them do. If you really want the gold cards, or if you really want the other promos, pick those up individually. But I would still hold out and wait to see how many more actually get released, since it is an ongoing thing. This always blows my mind that the Pokemon Center here charges so much for a booster box. It's kind of weird that they sell the booster boxes anyway at those sort of prices. I guess they're just recognizing the secondary market, because they're almost never sold out, and probably for that reason. $186.99 plus tax. These are Canadian prices, by the way, so less in the US, but still way more than a booster box should be. And way more than you can find them at a game store or online game store currently. So we're starting to see deals. I think a lot of the deals are going to come back. A lot of the pricing is going to come back down. And we'll go back to a normal state. Just buckle up to be boring. Because no more 5X, couple month tender bangy 69. Bring it back down to normal levels. In 5 years, if your box goes up in price, great. Find deals on this stuff. Don't overpay. Even then, it's not if your plan is to sell it eventually anyway, there's no sense in really going after one set or another, because there's no way to really predict if it's going to be a good set long term or not. I mean, you can do all the minor calculations that you want if you want to take into consideration, this has a Gengar and his tongue is longer than ever. But this has a Rayquaza and he's a snake dragon. I mean, speculate how you want, but don't pay like $500 or even a few $100s for a booster box just because you think it's going to go up. There's other products available that have the mixed packs in them, so that might be a good option. Or just hold out, because there'll probably be everything Sword and Shield and newer reprinted. I wouldn't even be surprised to see more booster boxes of those sets, because they are standard format. They are required to play the trading card game with the standard format. So if they're going to reprint anything, it's those. Sun and Moon, I mean, we might see more of it. I think they flushed out a lot of that with the current hype, where people just wanted any pack and everything was sold out. Sun and Moon base, oh my god, they printed a lot of Sun and Moon base. And I think we're going to see probably some of that going into these Sword and Shield sets now, where they're going to ramp the printers up to maximum overdrive. And we're going to end up with these packs. We're going to have Evolving Skies and Fusion Strike and Vivid Voltage inside these mixed products, I think, for a very long time. So buckle up for that. It's just the same thing as Evolutions. They overdid that, and it was in every box, every mixed pack box you could ever imagine, to the point that people were angry that they were getting Evolutions. Now with the new wave of people coming in, people were excited about Evolutions. So there's a good example of people didn't want Evolutions, but still it ended up being a good set. So it's hard to say. Certain sets, just the amount that's printed makes them valuable later on. So just buy a little bit of everything. If you really can't decide, if you don't want to take a risk and put all your eggs in one basket, just buy a little bit of everything. Buy a box of everything. Buy an Elite Trainer box for every set, whatever you want to hold on to. Put it on your shelf behind you, and see if you can be the last Seal collector standing. So here again, we got lots of the new stuff here on the Walmart site, GameStop, and Toys R Us if you're fortunate enough to be in Canada. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. I hope that's exciting news for you, people that are out to cry about Scalpers. I tried to tell everyone that it was a temporary issue. I think this is going to be an overcorrection. Let me know what you think. Join the Discord. See you next time.